Welcome back to episode 85 of the Calling a Man's Answers show. Today is with CEO. He owns Prosper Management. He's also a lead creator and media influencer who is heavy in the NFT and crypto world. In this episode, we talk about NFTs, crypto, how to deal with haters, what some tips he would give to future investors, future traders. And we dive super in depth into each other. He went to college at Alabama. We talk about what's college football like there. Without further ado, episode 85 with CEO. This is the Calling a Man's Answers show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode 85 of the Calling a Man's Answers show. Today with me is CEO. So without further ado, introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, things like that.
What's good, man? My name's CEO. I was born and raised in Wetumpka, Alabama. I currently live in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm heavy in the crypto world, the NFT world. I just begin to it, man.
Yeah, so actually, that's a good place to start because I've had a couple people on here, and I've tried to dive into NFT world and crypto world as much as I can. I know some investors and things like that. Like my girlfriend's sister's husband's, he's in the music industry, and he was trying to explain to me crypto and NFTs and everything like that. And even her little brother even was trying to explain to me, but I don't fully grasp the concept of NFTs. I understand they're a non-fungible token, and basically what they are used for specifically right now for like artists and creatives to create their own artwork and to have some private ownership for the consumer, right? But can you just like dive into what specifically an NFT is and how it's going to create this business platform going forward?
Just think of it as like digital art, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Digital art asset that you can have. Like a lot of artists, like a lot of people use it and have something backing it behind it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like a piece of art or nothing. A lot of people do have it where you see on Instagram some of these like little kids buy them for $100, then they sell them for 20,000 or 30,000, something like that. But like just for example, Tory Lanez, like he was like one of the first artists to drop an NFT with as a rapper in his album. You know what I'm saying? So like when he drops that, like not only do you get the NFT, you get like certain, like for him, you got like certain songs that anybody want to have a hold to. You feel me? You got certain videos that everybody can't get. You know what I'm saying? So it's like an asset. Like just say you had an NFT for your podcast. Like you literally can drop your NFT. It can look exactly how you want it to look, whatever you want to do with it. But behind that, it's gonna be stuff from your podcast. Like just say you want to drop everything you did last year on this podcast. People have your NFT and also have assets to that. You know what I'm saying? Like it really depends on who NFT it is, really. And you really can do anything with it because it's like new to the world. So a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people don't know what's going on, and like a lot of people just grabbing these and don't understand they really got something on their hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it kind of sounds like for specific artists, it could be almost like a Patreon account. Do you know what Patreon is?
Like go explain to me.
So like a Patreon is like somewhere where you can support the artist, and you get, if you like subscribe for like, let's say $10.99, you get extra content and things like that. So
it's exactly like that, bro.
that's cool. And not only that, you'll have the cool thing that I learned about them is, so I actually wrote a paper on them in my international political econ class this last year. I think it was fall semester last year. But the cool thing that I learned was you can use them, or going forward, they're going to be used as things like passports or IDs, and you won't have to carry that on you. So if you forget your wallet or things like that, you'll just pull it up on your phone, or maybe you'll have it like stamped on your arm or something like that, and they'll just scan it and it'll be like, oh, this is you. And I think now there are some fucking wizards out there, but I think that will help with fraud, right? You think it will help?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So when you say things like Tory Lanez, I also heard NFL players are creating NFTs. When it comes with like sports players and things like that, when you say it's like digital art, I understand how an artist could create it, like a painter, and they can create this digital art and you pay for that. But when it's a football player or a soccer player, like Cristiano Ronaldo creates an NFT, is it just partner ownership to something like, let's say I bought your NFT. Am I buying a piece of you that is digital, or am I buying some real estate? What am I buying specifically when I'm buying someone's, like a sports player's NFT?
See, like that, you feel me? Like it really can go wherever they want it to go. You feel me? Like you know how like just say one of these players got a like a jersey that is a limited jersey or something. Like you might have that in digital form, and it's crazy because like they're really coming out with like these art pieces like you can put on the wall, and eventually like you're gonna be able to see whatever you own. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
just imagine you have like what's it called a picture frame basically of an NFC picture frame, and you own one of his jerseys that's a very limited edition. He might have signed it or something, and you can display that in your house, or he might just have something about like I don't know. It really depends on what the player what they want to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Jersey would be cool, like a digital
And,
jersey.
yeah, and a lot of it's like popularity. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of people just doing stuff because it's popular, and it might not even really do nothing to NFT. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna make money off of it, and other people gonna be able to make money off of it just because it's a digital asset. You feel
Mm.
me? It's like digital currency.
Yeah, and this goes along with the metaverse and how people are buying islands right now,
Yeah, bro,
real
that's
estate
wild.
within the metaverse. And so I talked about this with Julian Dory, who's the host of the Trendifier podcast. If you're listening to this right now, go check him out. He's fascinating. But we were talking about it, how, they're creating a world where you don't have to be the person you were born as, and they're pushing this in pop culture. Like you can change who you are. And now it's like, you can even go into virtual reality and buy a house that you'll never be able to afford in real life, or buy an
Yeah,
island. And what's crazy, but also kind of cool about it is right now, like that guy who bought for like 400K, he bought some real estate right next to Snoop Dogg in the
Mhm.
Sandbox Island.
Yeah,
Um, what's cool about it is one day you'll be able to experience whatever you want, whether it be virtual or in real life. And so, like, you'll be able to use cryptocurrency, you'll be able to use you'll be able to make that into real currency. My hope is that it all kind of merges together. Not that we all go into the metaverse and we all live there, but that crypto is tradable through everything. Because Tesla just said, all right, we're not going to accept Bitcoin anymore. Elon said that. And there's a lot of things going on with crypto right now, but I hope one day that crypto is the number one um, sold currency instead of this stupid inflated American dollar and the yuan and things like
nah,
that.
yeah, facts.
Yeah, and so I hope that what this is just going to prove is that digital assets can, especially currency and real estate, can be just as important as real physical assets.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's really getting there right now because if you look at the value dollar go down as we speak every single day. And how what I look at it like when you come down to like the metaverse world, can I be honest with you? What I really think, if you notice like COVID, all this stuff going on, like a lot of people about to be shut inside the house. You get what I'm saying? I really think like you look at the ecosystem like they say we're not even gonna be able to breathe outside in like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? With how bad it's going, I honestly think it's gonna make us like have to live in a world that's not even real. You know what I'm saying? Have to live in the
Mm-hmm.
metaverse because we have to stay inside. You know what I'm saying? I really think that's what's going on. And yeah, like you said, the value of dollar go down as we speak, man. And I just tell people if you don't have no like assets beside physical assets, I promise you, you need to buy some type of crypto. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's even if you just buy Bitcoin, you feel me? Bitcoin and Ethereum, like buy something because like it's gonna be people out here and like I really think like when the economy shut down and like probably like I give it 3 to 4 years probably before it crash, and it's gonna people be out here with millions of dollars cash and it's not gonna mean nothing in the world. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's funny that you say that, exactly what you say, and you bring up how they say that we're not going to be able to live outside in 30 years. I literally just posted a clip on my Instagram about that. I was saying that
Mhm.
what this vaccine proves to people is that not that it's dangerous or that it's killing people, because I think you would have to there'd have to be a massive, massive, massive social indoctrination of the people to be able to just mass murder people with a vaccine. But I think what it's showing is that you can convince people to take something if you say that there's something more dangerous out there. And so
Right.
with climate change, once it's too dangerous to go outside, they're gonna be like, just take the chip. You can download your consciousness into the metaverse and you can just exist there, be happy, be free. It's utopia, you know,
Yeah.
it's egalitarian, everyone's equal, just do it. And then people, I say like people younger than me, I'm only 21, but people who've grown up with iPhones their whole life don't know a world that doesn't have social media in it. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude, all my life's already on online. I can change how I look, and they're gonna download it, and it's gonna be, like I said, I don't want it to be a place where either you live there or you live here, and then it's kind of a war between worlds. I want it to be like, all right, how do we make it so the digital world is as important as the physical world, yet you still exist in the physical world, you still have love, you still have family members, you can still sing, you can still go to concerts, you can still, do all these physical things while also being able to have property on the islands in the metaverse, while also talking to Snoop Dogg in the metaverse, talking to
Yeah.
these people like me and you talking on Zoom right now. Will we be
Yeah.
able to do that in virtual reality one day? I hope so.
Yeah, facts, bro. And like it's kind of dope, man. How like I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of dope because they're using like you said they're converting world with world right now. Because like even I don't know if you've seen it, but like you can buy cannabis in some places in metaverse and get it delivered to your house.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Follow NFT. Oh man, I forgot the direct Instagram name, but I'll send it to you
Yeah, I
when we
do.
podcast. But like it's kind of dope. Like it's getting where like I think it's gonna be eventually where you can buy groceries and have them delivered to your house too, like all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. You feel me? It just like I just hope like the government don't get control of it, and that's what I hope.
Yeah, no, I think that's what we all hope. I think what if there's one thing we can all agree on, hopefully, in during this COVID pandemic, is that politicians are corrupt. No matter who they are, they're all corrupt and
Yeah,
they're all bastards. They really are. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they insider trade, and they make rules and laws that affect them, that benefit them and affect the people. Um,
hmm
they take they are bribed by lobbyists, big corporation, big pharma, big oil. They all fund corporations. I mean, they all fund politicians and get them into office and keep on making their ideologies roam around while the
yeah,
common person and the worker gets fucked. And it's just absolutely dog water. I don't know any other way to say it. And so I think something that we can all agree on is that politicians are assholes. And when you give them too much power, they're not going to let it back. They're not going to give you
not at
back.
all. If it don't benefit them,
Yeah. And so that's another thing. There's no governmental regulation in the metaverse. People are going to be
nah.
able to say that they live free. It's kind of ironic that, the common person has always like gone into the unknown to escape tyrannical rule. Look at the reason we came to America was to escape the crown, to escape the church, and to escape, to have religious freedom, to have freedom of speech. We came here, but we didn't know what it was. It's the new world, and now people are doing it into the metaverse. They don't know what it is, but it's
Yeah,
the new world. And they say history repeats itself, and we just have the technology to create a different world now. And then in a
but
couple 100,000 years, we'll have different planets to go to. Um, yeah, it's gonna, what do you think about billionaires going to space and Elon Musk trying to get us to Mars? Do you think that within our lifetime people will be living on Mars? Or do you think that's something that's way after we die?
yeah, I think as way after we died, they're just like it's the first line. I think they're starting it up right now. You feel me? Like they're not gonna tell us everything. They never do. So I think they like really starting up, like making that foundation, making that blueprint of how they about to do this. But I don't think none of us will see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but who knows? Like, you feel me? They said we were supposed to have flying cars and stuff. Everybody's been flying cars by now. You feel me? We still not. Like, we got stuff like Teslas, but not flying. You feel me? Like everybody doesn't have a flying car. Like, but I think that's definitely gonna happen, but just not like I don't think we'll see it.
Yeah. So about you, man, what are you working on currently right now? What is your big projects right now? If you can speak about them, what are you currently doing?
I'm really just focused on like really like building my brand. You feel me? Building my brand, my CEO brand, and actually like helping individuals that like didn't know nothing about this. Like when it comes to cryptos, NFTs, trading currencies. Like I'm big into trading. Like this, like before this business, I worked like a regular 9 to 5. Like I went to college, got an engineering degree, and I worked IT for a health network for like 2 3 years at the college, and I just didn't like, you feel me? I didn't like sitting in the desk. Like I didn't like putting on the khakis with the polo every day. Like it just wasn't like me. Like I thought that's what I wanted to do going through college and everything. But after doing it for like 2 years, like I was making decent good money, but like that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to like really like I got, let me tell you really what changed my mind to do this. Like it was I think it was like in March or April. My group of friends went to Mexico, and I had bought my plane ticket. I bought the room. Everything was good to go, and then my job wouldn't let me off, and I was like, nah, this not about to happen no more. You feel me? I'm not about to have nobody control my time like that. And then that's when I locked in with like one of my brothers. Like he was like big into like trading before me, and I'm not gonna lie, I honestly didn't think it was like real. Like you really could do this. I thought you had to be like rich to be able to do this. And I just seen him go from working in the call center to like making the 6 figures in like 3 4 months. You get what I'm saying? And he was telling me, and I really didn't pay no attention because I was making money too. And then I realized like one day, like he showed me make $8,000 in one day, and I didn't think it was real. We went to the bank, he transferred it, and he pulled it out. And then that was the day I was like, I'm doing something wrong. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It take me a month to make 8,000. You get what I'm saying? Probably a little bit more than that. And then I just locked in with this. I learned how to trade from him. Uh, and then I actually like once I started doing good, I started teaching other people how to do the same also. And now I'm just focused on helping individuals that don't know nothing about this get to the same level I am. Because like I was able to make 6 figures in less than a year, and working at a job I never did that.
Yeah, that's, trading and trading and investing, they say that's the number one way to make money in America, right? Like if you want to make a
Yeah,
lot of money, that's what you do. And
yeah, for sure.
it's cool that you are teaching people, because I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
people when they get into it, they want to be greedy and they want to make more money for themselves, but they don't really want to share the knowledge they've learned.
Hmm.
Or if they do, it's super fucking vague or vague. I
Yeah,
always see those clips on Instagram of these billionaires, and it's always like a quote account, and it's always like, you want to make money, hunker down and make money or something like that. And you're just like, this cyclical thinking. You're like,
yeah,
you're making these people, you're putting dope music behind it. You're making these people think that they can do anything they want without giving them any help. You're just telling
yeah.
them
They're really,
cyclical thoughts, right?
yeah. They really just like basically they'll make a few slides, tell you the basic information, and that don't get you nowhere. You feel me? I really focus on like getting people like real results. You know what I'm saying? Like if I focus, like I say, if I can get you some results in like 3 to 4 weeks, like you feel me, like you shouldn't be working with me. And I'm very confident with myself saying that because I damn near do it every time. You feel me? It's really on the person because I'm gonna put the information in front of you. I'm gonna give you everything you need to know. It's just really on. And then I'm here for you if you got questions too. You feel me? I'm not one of these dudes on YouTube you can't contact and talk to after. You get what I'm saying? Like I really like focus on getting them the help they need, and it's really on you if you don't do nothing. You feel me?
Yeah, dude. And one thing I will say about you is what I've seen on your in the few conversations we've had through Instagram, and just through your Instagram itself. You're such a positive guy. You're such a positive force. Like even you reached out to me when I was taking a little break from the podcast. You're like, if you need a like a push to get back on your grind, here it is. And like we didn't even know each other, and just for you to reach
Yeah,
out and do something like that, it's like that's what the world needs more of. They need more people
yeah.
like people who are teaching the people how to make money, real good money, teaching people how to be more positive, teaching people how to grind, and it's dope to talk to someone like you who's because it's so easy for people to be negative and to be self-righteous and
Yeah,
greedy. And for you to be just a guy who just wants to put out positive energy, I think that a lot of people can learn from you.
yeah, man. I just honestly, bro, like I said, I see a lot of negativity. And I'm like, I don't care if I can affect one person. Like, as long as I affect one person, it help. You know what I'm saying? Because I know at a time where I was down or a time where I needed help, like it was like I got a group of friends like I'm best friends with now, but like there was the ones like being positive, you feel me? And that helped me. Like that helped me 10 times more to even want to do something, even when everything was going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like literally like pre-pandemic, I didn't know nothing about crypto. I couldn't tell you what Bitcoin was pre-pandemic. You know what I'm saying? And now that me making six figures in like less than a year, like I feel like just giving out the same energy that I was giving, that's gonna help a lot of people. And a lot of people, like I said, like a lot, like how we transferring, like how COVID happened, like literally, I seen people losing their job left and right, and I know that eventually, if you can't make money from home, you're gonna be in a bad position a year or two from here from now. Like even if you're not doing crypto, you need to find a way to make some money from home.
No, definitely. And we've brought up crypto a couple of times, but I don't think a lot of people listening to this right now truly grasp the concept of crypto. Can you explain what you know about crypto and what you can give to the general public about what it is and what it's going to be?
When it comes down to crypto, it's just think of like as a digital currency. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the first person I seen say anything about crypto was Nipsey Hussle. Like, probably I don't know if it's like probably like 2-3 years ago, but he had this video where he went to Amsterdam. He started working with this company, and they was creating like some type of crypto, whatever, where they can instead of using U.S. dollars, they could like use it at like coffee shops. They can buy this crypto, use it at grocery stores, wherever it was, and like it's just like a different aspect. You feel me? Like if you look at what's a dollar? You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
only means something in the United States, or like it only means like if just say you in Mexico and it's a pesos, you feel me? It only means something in that country. You know what I'm saying? Like with digital currency, it's like something like we all can have, and we all can like we can control it. You feel me? And the government has like really no control of it. But like right now, they're trying to crack down little ways like how they can control it a little bit, but it's still loopholes around it.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to be educated. But like it's just like when you think of it, just think of a digital currency.
Yeah, and do you think that so we know Bitcoin and Ethereum are the big talked about ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ethereum. So when we talk about them being on a blockchain and how that's more or that's less regulated, it's not even regulated by the federal government, and it's more safe with regarding to trading, financial trading, and fraud. What exactly, if you know what it is a blockchain? Is it just a digital, like actual, like mainframe, or what exactly is it? How do you trade on it? Can you trade interconnectedly between different blockchains?
Yeah, just think of it as like I don't know. Think of it just like as as a currency, like as a currency. What's the word I can put for this? Can't think of the word I'm looking for, but just think of like you feel like how you can send like how you can send stuff from bank to bank, or you can transfer Zelle to Zelle. You know what I'm saying? It's like a money transfer way. You know what I mean? Like a money transfer, and like how it works. Like a lot of these cryptos, like I get in, like I said, I buy with Bitcoin or Ethereum, and what I do, I trade it on blockchain. Just say I trade just say for a choice, like I'm not gonna lie, my biggest coin I got faith in right now is Rocket Coin. I got so much money in Rocket Coin right now. So if y'all on here, go buy you some Rocket Coin. If you don't know how to buy it, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? But so basically I bought Ethereum for this Rocket Coin. I sent it to the coin, and now I just transfer coin to coin. And now like this Rocket Coin, it's at like just 2 cents right now. You feel me? I got in it maybe at like a cent and a half, you know what I'm saying? But I get in it at 2 cents. It goes, just say it goes to $10, I double my money every time it go up a cent. You know what I'm saying? So like really, I just say how I'm gonna put this, like just think of it as like a money transfer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
that makes
simplified that's the simplest way I can say it.
yeah, that makes sense. And it make the thing that still I don't understand though is you know the differences in coins. Like there's so many coins now. They're all not Bitcoin, right? They're all
Yeah.
not, so what is the difference between the coins? Is it almost like because it's not like it's a difference in currency types. Like it's not the dollar versus the pound, right? It's something
Yeah.
completely different. Do you think there's going to be a time where places only accept Bitcoin or places only accept Rocket Coin, and you'll have to transfer your money in your crypto into that to be able to spend it?
Yeah, I definitely think that's exactly how it's gonna be. You feel me? Because a lot of these coins, I'm not gonna lie, are like altcoins. They're like pump and dumps. Just say, like I'm not gonna lie, really, you can really get rich off like these coins because a lot of people just, I'm not gonna lie, just say you're LeBron James or some, or you're who's the biggest? Like, just say LeBron James. It's probably the biggest athlete, Floyd Mayweather, and you just create this coin, and some of these coins really have no purpose behind it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people get involved just off the hype. Like us as people, like we control a lot of these coins. Like, for example, I made a lot of money off of this boost coin. And honestly, all it was like a coin that was using to like they had a platform. Basically the I don't know if you know what Pancake Swap is or just any one of these platforms that swap coins, basically like I said, from Ethereum to whatever coin it is. And they made a platform where it just made it like 10 times easier to do that. And like just off the hype of them having the right people promoting the coins, a lot of people getting the coins, like it's just gonna shoot up. You know what I'm saying? Just say, like I said, LeBron say text buy this coin. You know what I'm saying? Or Floyd Mayweather says buy this coin. A lot of people just like fan base gonna go buy this coin just because he said go buy this coin. And a lot of people that gets in this coin gonna make money just off of other people buying it. It can be real. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes like to Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think those really gonna be the main two that a lot of people start accepting. You feel me? And what you can do, like even right now, you can like just say I got $10,000 in Rocket Coin, but I need Ethereum to buy this. So what I'm gonna do is transfer my Rocket Coin on blockchain to Ethereum, and I'm gonna just use that money. You know what I'm saying? Even though
Mm.
just say I need $1,000 out, it's making it simple with like stuff like Crypto.com cards, Coinbase cards, where you can transfer whatever coins you got to Bitcoin or Ethereum and just swipe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. So regarding like uh like LeBron or Floyd or someone who's super famous like Leonardo DiCaprio, if they created a coin, right? Could they then, I mean, this really makes more sense with like YouTubers. Let's say Ninja, right? Let's say Ninja creates a coin. Could he create a coin and then the only way to buy his merch or to buy his skins for Fortnite is through that coin?
Exactly. You can definitely do that.
See that?
You
No,
get what I'm saying? And now
that
that coin goes up just because the fact it's him. You feel me? And a lot of people just say a lot of people buy it. That's gonna make the coin value go even higher.
See that, like, what if you get the 10 biggest names in the world? Let's say LeBron, Tom Brady, Floyd Mayweather, Ninja, Cristiano Ronaldo, Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp. Let's say 10 of the most famous people in the world, right? Let's say they all go into a coin together and they say, all right, you can't do any of the things regarding us unless you buy this coin. I feel like that coin would become the most popular. I mean, regarding
It will.
Bitcoin in like a week. Everybody would
Yeah.
buy it. Everyone wants LeBron merch. Everybody wants Tom Brady merch. Everybody wants to go see a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. If you made a super team outside the NBA in the Bitcoin world or in the cryptocurrency world, you could create a super coin.
You definitely can. And then you feel me? It's crazy because those are the people that's gonna be able to control the world. I mean, control their world. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why Facebook made the metaverse, because they have to stay relevant to keep power. Zuckerberg has the most
Exactly.
power because social media is the most powerful thing. He owns Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is like anybody over the age of 40 uses Facebook. Anybody under the age of 30 uses Instagram. So it's like
Yeah.
he has two of the biggest, like the only other two that even compete are TikTok and Twitter, right?
Yeah.
YouTube's a little different because it's kind of like its own network because it's long form video content for
Mhm.
podcasts, for books, audiobooks, for like courses, for like, I'm not really considering YouTube because it's not really communication. That's more like long
Yeah.
form video. But Zuckerberg creating the metaverse, he's staying relevant. You can buy islands now. You can live there, and what's going to happen is they're going to be able to trade. You're going to be able to buy islands. You might already be able to buy islands, buy real estate, buy new outfits, get haircuts in the metaverse through cryptocurrency. So I
Yeah,
really,
that's exactly how you buy it.
oh really?
Yeah.
See,
Like cause like what I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of apps out there that's like creating this like metaverse world, you know what I'm saying? A lot of apps and platforms. And like it's one where you can actually play blackjack with crypto, and when
oh
you
shit.
win your money, it goes to your crypto wallet.
That's dope. That's fucking dope. Um, just a question for you regarding all this stuff. What have you learned that the general public doesn't know about everything you're investing in and crypto and digital reality and things like that?
Really just how powerful it really is. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I knew nothing before, like about crypto before. Like, well, I've been doing this maybe probably like a year and a half now. And like I said, I knew nothing about it. And like it's so crazy how people that can really have not much or like think they don't have money to invest into their business or don't have enough money to like do the things they want to do can start from zero and go to 100. You get what I'm saying? Like I was an individual. Like when I quit my job, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have much. You know what I'm saying? I probably had 1,000, a couple thousand maybe. You know what I'm saying? And just me investing, like I don't see nowhere else where you can take $200 and make six figures in 1 year. Like I don't see nowhere else where you can do that. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's super powerful because like it's making people that like you don't have to go to college to make some money no more. You feel me? Like you don't have to know somebody like important to get this position you want no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I just really think it just helping people that's really like focused and educated on what they got going on get to where they want to go. You feel me? I'm using it as like just like what's the word I'm looking for? I'm using this to do the things I want to do in real life. You know what I'm saying? Just say like, cause I love music. You feel me? I have a management company. It's a fun that like I don't want to go to the bank and get no loan. You know what I'm saying? I made enough money this year off to do that myself now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm using this as a pathway to get to the places I want to go. And I just say anybody out there that just want to do something and don't think they have the ability to do something, like then before you go get a loan or something, like I say, tap in, get educated on how you can make money on the internet.
That's awesome. And let's talk about your management company for a little bit. What is it called? Is it only hip hop artists? Are you signing pop artists? Are you signing country music artists? I'm gonna guess no, but if you are, like let's talk about your management company for a little bit.
So basically, it's Prosper Management. I started with Prosper Management. I started with one of my brothers. Like honestly, it just started with like first he was like he's a big fashion designer, and it started with him just like liking to make clothes. I was like, bro, you dope as shit at this. You feel me? Like you dope as hell. Like why don't you like start selling this? You feel me? But like a lot of people don't know how to start doing that. You feel me? There's a lot of people out in this world that know how to do dope stuff, but just don't know how to sell dope stuff. They don't know how to do the business aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I came in hand. Like, cause I'm not gonna lie, I always just like growing up. I don't know. You can like I always been the one that been on top of things. Like my friend used to ask me to like just anything they need help done with. I was the person they come into. You know what I'm saying? So like I just started off like really just helping him, you feel me, build his clothing brand up from like the business side. And then it got into it. I moved out here to Arizona and I met one of my friends, like one of my best friends now, his name Herc. He goes by Herc, HERCC. I just want to know right now on Apple Music, every platform. But like he started like he was like starting out rapping and I was like, bro, you good as hell, you know what I'm saying? Somebody need to hear this, you feel me? Like this shit is bigger than just Arizona. And I started like just helping him also. And then I was like, man, I might as well make a business out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just doing this off the strength of these my friends. I was like, I might as well make a business out of this because I kind of know what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm really like tapping in on like the business side. I'm reading, I'm listening to interviews, I'm tapping to people that's been doing this for a while. You feel? I'm just getting educated on what I'm doing. And then I got to the point, like I said, I'm about to brand this. I'm about to give me an LLC. I'm about to go big, and that's why I linked with my boy Fast. Go follow him on Instagram, Big Fast, BIGFAADS. And I just locked down. I was like, bro, like let's really do this. So like right now, I have fashion designer, like I said. I got a rap artist, and I got two content creators that's really big out here. They're working with big artists, like a lot of people on the West Coast, Kaylin for real, if you know what that is. Who else? Almighty Suspect. Just a lot of big West Coast artists that's up and coming. And I don't know, we just been killing it, man. Like I said, like this is my first year really making like a lot of money, like big money, enough to invest in myself. And we just about to take it to the top, man. What I'm looking at, when it come down to it, like it really don't matter what genre it is. You feel me? Like I grew up with around a lot of different type of people. You feel me? So I just fell in love with music. Like it might not look at it, but like I be listening to country music. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna say I listen to it on a daily basis, but I got the ear for it. You feel me? I
Yeah.
just love music in general. So like when it comes down to it, like I have to just, in order for me to work with somebody, I have to first believe in them and they got to believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. It's like you can be good as hell, but if I don't believe in you, I don't want to really do business. I don't care how big you think you about to be. You know what I'm saying? I just like doing good, like business with the right people.
Yeah, dude. And I like I said, you're like probably one of the most positive people I've seen on Instagram. And so I totally feel like you will not allow somebody into your management company or into your circle unless they are also putting out positive energy. Like,
Yeah, I'm big on energy, bro. I'm big on
yeah,
energy. You get in what you put out, and I'm a living witness. Like I remember, like I haven't been always this positive. You know what I'm saying? But I realized once I made that shift, when I made that conscious decision to really like be positive and like you feel me, like really believe in what I say and what I do, my life changed like in less than a year.
so why Arizona? Like you said, you grew up in Alabama. Why did you move to Arizona? Why not a bigger city like LA? Why not Vegas? Why not Portland? Why not Seattle?
uh,
Why Arizona?
honestly, like at the end of the day, man, I'm a country boy at heart. And like I've been coming to Arizona like my whole life. Like my grandma and my aunt moved out here when I was like 7, 8 years old. First time coming out here, I was probably 9, 10. And I just fell in love with it. I just fell in love. Like I don't know if you've been to Arizona, but when I first came to Arizona, my family told me they about to put me on the plane. We're going to Arizona. I was like, I don't want to go to no desert. You feel me? I'm thinking it's like all desert, no buildings. Like we about to be riding horses and shit. Like that's really what I thought when I was 9 or 10 years old. And then after coming out here, I just fell in love with like the beautiful mountains. You feel me? I just fell in love with like the sunset. I fell in love with like it being close to like the main cities like LA, Vegas. Like LA is an hour flight, Vegas an hour flight. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And like I go to Houston. You feel me? It's a 2 hour flight. Like I just fell in love. Like I'm not gonna lie, I like the West Coast. You get what I'm saying? I like being able to, if I want to, go to LA, be on the water. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just love Arizona. It's a beautiful city, nice people. I just fell in love with Arizona really, growing up
Yeah.
as a kid. And after I graduated college from the University of Alabama, I got a few job offers out here, and I was like, I'm out.
So I'm actually from Vegas, and the only two cities I've ever lived in were Portland and Vegas. I go to school up in right outside of Portland. So I'm a West Coast boy too. Like I love the West Coast. I've never been to the East Coast, but
Really?
no. I mean, like actually, that's not true. I take that back. I've been to Washington D.C. for like fourth and fifth grade when we had this like and I've also been to Pennsylvania. So I actually lied to Julian Dory yesterday. I'm sorry, Julian, if you're listening to this, bro. I have been to the East Coast. So I have been to the East Coast, but I've never been to New York City. I've never been to New York City. I've never been to
I
Florida.
love New York. New York got the good eats, man. New York probably the best city with the best food, man. I'm talking about Dominican, Jamaican, like
Yeah.
all type of food, man. I love New York.
Yeah, but like I said, being from Vegas, bro, everyone either thinks you live on the strip or you like don't live close to the strip at all. I'm like, bro, I live
Yeah,
like right next. I can see the strip everywhere I live. I'm from Henderson, which is like the suburb of
I know
Vegas.
exactly where that.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
exactly where that.
So I'm actually literally at my parents' house in Henderson right now. When I'm here, I usually stay with my girl, and she lives like in Vegas, in the heart of Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But I was born and raised in Henderson, and
Okay,
I'm a desert boy. I like the heat. I hate the cold, but I like snow.
bro, y'all, it be cold as hell in Vegas, bro. I went to Vegas for New Year's 2 years ago. Oh my god, that was the coldest I ever been. I think.
Bro, I woke up this morning and it's like windy cold, so it's like
Yeah,
way
that's the
worse.
thing. It's the
Yeah,
wind.
yeah. It was 25 degrees when I woke up this morning, just windy as hell. And I was like just shivering in my car. Fucking ridiculous. It doesn't get cold in Arizona.
It gets cold. I think it's like 60 right now, 50, but like it's not Vegas cold. Like Vegas cold, that wind be a different story, man. It's
Yeah,
not even really the temperature. I think it'd be the wind blowing.
yeah. What was it like going to the University of Alabama? And like, did you ever? I'm sure you went to football games. Was that just a fucking
Yeah, I'm
crazy
not gonna lie.
place?
That's probably like before this year, before the experience I had this year, that was probably the best time of my life. Uh, hold up. Uh, yeah, like that was like I said, that was the best time of my life. Just from like when it comes down like to the partying, to like the relationship building. Uh, when it football, you feel me? I'm not gonna about basketball games or even lit. Like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Alabama that was the best decision I ever made just to go to that school. And it's crazy because I built a lot of relationships. A lot of people I work with right now. There's people I met in college. You feel me? I got a lot of friends that play in the league now. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot of classes with like dope ass athletes. Because my advisor was the same. I had an athletic advisor, and I literally every class I had was like athletes. You know what I'm saying? So I met a lot of people, and I got like a lot of friends in the league right now. So that's pretty dope.
No, that's super dope, dude. And I can't even imagine what it's like going to the University of Alabama on like game day, what it's like walking around that
Yeah.
atmosphere when it's college game day.
You see everybody just in the Alabama and they crimson and white, screaming "Roll Tide." A lot of people drunk. You feel me?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
A lot of people faded before the game even start. Just being on the quiet. You feel me? Like we always grilled. We always set our little tent up. Had our family. And I had a lot. I had pretty much every home game day. I had all my friends, like my main friends, come to stay with me. So it was like a big party every weekend, really.
Yeah, dude, that's one thing I've never got to experience because I went to a smaller school, so I actually played college football. So I I had the athlete, side of it. Like I was always focused, but I never got to go to games drunk. I never got
Yeah,
to go experience like a big college game day. So I can't even imagine like how fucking dope that is. Like and how it just brings people together. There's like basketball,
yeah,
like I'm gonna say it's basketball. Basketball's fantastic. Like I love basketball. It's probably my favorite sport to play besides football. And and I can't imagine what it's like going to Kentucky, Kansas, Duke, North
yeah.
Carolina. But there's something about college football and football in general that
It's
just
just different, man.
it's just fucking different, dude. It's just like it's the atmosphere. Like even playing it, it gives you a different feel. Like there's nothing like a football game day. There really isn't.
Yeah, the energy just different, man. Like you got people like you. I don't know. I just get a different feeling in my body, like when my team winning. Like even like now to this day, like you feel me? I'm still a big Alabama fan. I literally just last night. I mean, not last night. 2 days ago, I was at my family crib. We got like 20 people out here, just Bama fans. Like we going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
like I don't know, it's just different, especially when your team Alabama and we're winning.
Yeah. Well, you too, it's like everyone else when they're like, oh, I'm an Alabama fan, you're like, oh, another one. But like you actually are an alma mater. Like it's not like
Yeah,
it's not like that's your alma mater. It's not like you're just this bandwagon fan who only hopped on because they're good. You literally went to that school. Like
yeah,
you're
facts.
one of the it's like the people who go to Clemson or the people who I mean they weren't that good this year, but the people who like like let's say someone who's retired from the NFL, they played on the Patriots. Like you're
Yeah,
allowed to be those fans, or you're
yeah,
from.
facts.
It's like with the people who are just bandwagon, you're just like, oh god. Like the people who like Duke basketball but never went to Duke. It's like, dude, come on.
Yeah, I'm out here in Arizona. I see like a lot of Alabama flags. I'm like, I just no way y'all just Alabama fans, really. Like, unless you're
Yeah,
from Alabama, you
yeah.
just moved out here.
So you said you have this like love for music. Why didn't you ever, or maybe you did? Why didn't you ever think about making your own music?
I suck. I was lucky enough to grow up around like a lot of friends that like really was into it, and they had like I always had recording equipment. It's crazy because I got this one song on YouTube right now, and I don't show nobody. Can't nobody find it, and like it just because like I'm not. I just you feel me? I don't like just making it, but I got the sound for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I when it comes down to making it, it's not for me. But I can tell you what sound good. I can tell you what you need to throw in there. You feel me? It just when it comes down to making, I can't sound. I don't sound.
Have you thought about producing music, not making it specifically with your own voice, but like producing, DJing, things like that?
Um, I have thought about it. Like actually, like with my friends, like I said, one of the people I helped his last tape, I actually helped like put a lot of stuff together when it went to that tape. So I definitely thought about producing, but not like DJing or nothing. Like I just like being behind the music. I like to help the sound, but you don't know I help the sound. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's and like you're doing a lot of other dope stuff. So like you don't need to put your own tag out there. Like it's not your like passion. Your passion is, is investing, helping others, creating your own company, things like that. you talk about your friend who creates uh he's a fashion designer, right? Have you thought about creating your own merch, creating your own brand, things like that?
Yeah, I definitely thought about like when it comes like the merch and stuff. Like I'm not really into like he actually. I'm like when he comes to fashion, now he creates it from the ground up. Like he'll see a pair of jeans and it don't look like that bad pair of jeans. So like I said, go follow my man. His name Willie Helfner on Instagram. Uh, Prosper. Yeah, just go check him out. But yeah, like I said, like I'm not really into like the creating it. I definitely gonna put out some merch this year in 2022. But I never like I like putting it on. You know what I'm saying? Like I never dang, I don't know why that popped up. But I never like I said, I never like creating it. I like putting it on. I like helping with it. But I'm not really into like creating it from like the ground zero and stuff.
No, I get that. So what are the big things going on with CEO in 2022? What is your mission? What is your plan?
2022, I definitely want to tap into like more like real estate. I want to my goal is to help 1,000 individuals be successful, be six-figure traders. Uh, I definitely want to just grow more as a person. You feel me? Make my brand a lot bigger. Like, and that comes down to doing more podcasts, doing more, just connecting with the right people, and that's pretty much my goals for 2020.
Those are some good goals. My goals, I would say, like I've never like it was like midnight, right? And I'll just go over the story real quick because we have time. But I went to my friend's house for this little like New Year's Eve party, right? And I fucking hate like the thing I hate the most, and I'm sorry to curse, but I have to say because I fucking hate it. People who like, I mean, I have a decent amount of listeners on my podcast, but it's not like I could do better, you know. And I hate when every time I'm out, anytime I'm doing something, anytime I'm like around people I haven't seen in a while, all anyone ever wants to talk about is my podcast. Nobody wants to like catch up. All anybody wants to talk about is my podcast. Oh, what you do is so dope, all this stuff. And I'm just thinking in the back of my head, like, then why don't you fucking support me? Like, why aren't you doing the things to support me if you think it's so dope? You
Yeah.
don't watch every episode. You don't download every episode. You don't even download 5 out of 20. You don't like my clips on TikTok and Instagram. You barely even follow me. You don't watch my YouTube videos. Like, if you're gonna sit here and tell me I'm dope and I'm all this stuff is dope and all this shit, like, then why don't you support my brand? And I hate it because it's like, dude, don't be fake. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll show up, I'll talk to you, I'll catch up. Like, I'm just a person just like you. But when people are always sitting there like, oh, you're hella dope, like you grind, like you do all this cool stuff. They just want to be able to say in the future if I do blow up or if I do like create this large company with a lot of cool things I want to do. They want to sit there and be like, oh, I know that kid. I was friends with that kid, and I hate that. I hate that. I hate. And I'm sure you've had some form of people doing that and things like that. And what it just shows me is how people just want to like.
You want to pause it?
So yeah, like what it shows me is that people just want to piggyback their way to success. People want to, because like, you know, if someone that they knew blows up, they can blow up saying that they knew that person or making a TikTok about like with videos of that person, and
Mm-hmm.
but nobody ever wants to be the person who was there at the beginning. They just want to be there with you at the end. They want to be the people who are or celebrating the success. They want to drink the champagne, but they don't want to dig out the mud. They don't want to dig or build the stairs, but they want to be at the top. They want to use the stairs and drink the champagne with you. And it's sad. It really is sad because I feel like if people just doubled down and supported their friends who were doing cool things and even created things that they wanted to do and dove into things that they wanted to do more often than not, the world would be a lot better. The world would be a lot more positive, and people would be smiling a lot more.
Yeah, for sure, bro. When it really comes down to it, man, just like you feel me, like when you come like somebody popular, somebody that's then built something for themselves and everybody knows about it, you got to just think of it like this. Like what I noticed, like the people closest to you is not gonna really support you into somebody else that they don't know supports you. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to like what I'm doing, like literally none of my when I first started, all my friends, I told every single one of them, and none of them really paid attention to it. And once I started like making some money from what I was doing, and they see I'm making money, I'm doing different things, I'm going places they ain't never been. That's when they started attracting, like they started trying to do what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So like even like with you, like it's gonna take somebody like or take you just go like blow up just one day or something. And that's when they might start supporting you the way they want to support you. And by that time, he's like, you waited too late. You feel me saying? I'm not you my friend. You still cool, but like I'm not about to just have you around like you just you feel me. You been here the whole time.
Yeah, and I always try to tell people, like, everyone was like coming out to me and they're like, this is your year, 2022, Calling a Man's Manager is going to blow up. And I'm just like, I don't want to blow up as a podcaster. Like, the one thing, this just kind of happened for me one day, like on accident. I didn't mean for this to do this. I bought the mic that I have, not this one, this is a new one, but I bought the mic to create music, and I just accidentally started a shitty podcast, and it became something that actually kind of dope. Like, I don't want to blow up doing this. But what I will say is there are a bunch of things that this podcast helps me with. But what it really helps me with is it helps me change my mind. It helps me learn things, and it helps me meet dope people. Like, so that when
Yeah,
I do want to do something different, like I have these connections that I make. I always tell people this. I have a fucking friend who's a virologist. And so whenever I'm skeptical about COVID-19 things, I ask him questions and he answers them and helps me out.
yeah,
Like, that's so dope. Like, I never would have thought ever in my past would I have a virologist friend, you know? And so what I want to do, I have a lot of dope creative things that I want to do. But the main goal right now is law school. I want to be a lawyer. That's like my dream.
mm-hmm.
And then I have a lot of other dope things that I want to do once I start making a lot of money. And for me to be able to have this podcast, just to meet people, learn from people, it's just going to be my hobby, so that when I do cool things, I have all these connections and I can ask people for advice. I can have people tell me, connect me with other people. And so that's what I want from this podcast. I want it to help change my mind, which it has. And I want it to help me keep getting connections with people, so that when I do want to do something that I love or I'm passionate about, I'll have the connections made, or I'll have connections that will help me get other connections made, you know?
Yeah. I got a question. When I do that, does it come off? Does it?
I mean, it goes like gray for a second, but I mean, it's fine. You don't even gotta worry about it.
All right. Can you go tell somebody in there to call Chief? He keep on going on my phone. Yeah. But it's my fault, man.
No, you're
Because
good.
like I don't want to keep on doing it. He can call me 20 times.
Yeah.
But what was the last thing you said, bro?
Oh, I was just talking about how connections, this podcast has just helped me with connections. I don't
Oh
really
yeah,
want to blow up.
yeah, definitely, bro. You feel me? I check out your page a lot, and I'm over here like you probably getting a lot of free game from a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And that's dope as hell. And like I watch who podcast. They say that a lot. I don't know if you. It's called David Never Sleeps. It's called Social Podcast. He's pretty dope. He got like a lot of entrepreneurs that come on and just speak about what they do. And I'm sitting here like, bro is getting all this free game from everybody, and it's not no telling what's going on after the podcast. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty dope. So I bet you like you do build a lot of relationships just like that, because I know like we just off of word of mouth going to a lot of places, different places. I meet all different type of people. You know, even with my crypto and trading business, like I meet people that does music. Like it's this one dude on our team. Like he got plenty. He like hella songs with Tory Lanez. You feel me? And I met him through doing this type business. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope as hell. Just being in a space where you can meet a lot of people and build a lot of connections. It's like you never know when you need somebody, or you got a friend that might do this, a friend that might do this. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, and what people don't realize, like people who know me, like actually knew me growing up, is, I mean, a lot of them recognize the dope shit I'm doing, but a lot of
Mm-hmm.
them, like they just see me and like, they just like click this, like, why does he always post this shit, you know? But what they don't realize is I sit on calls with people for hours, and then I talk to them afterwards, and I connect with them, and I learn things that these people won't learn in a million years. You know, I get to meet people that these people would dream of meeting. I talked to someone who worked at the South Pole who has 1.3 million followers on TikTok. I've talked to so many cool people that it's not about like who listens, because if you want to meet these people with me, sit down on the podcast and listen, you know. If you
Yeah.
want to meet them, that listen to our conversation, you know. But they just but people are so caught up in the fact of where you're at when you're starting that they forget that there's so much more progress and there's so much more benefits from just starting anything than there are when you once you get to the top. Because once you're at the top, it's like, where do you need to go? You know, like go into a different sector and build up from the top. Like I Gary Vee says a lot of questionable things. He's a dope dude. I like following him, but he says a lot of questionable things. And he says a lot of things that's like, what are you doing, Gary Vee? You're just doing that for content. But what I will agree with is every time he says like, you're young, like just like don't worry about like not being there yet. Like just do things you want to do and be kind to people and make connections. And I'm like, I'm sitting here and when I'm like editing a podcast and I'm rewatching the episode and I'm listening for things that are dope that might catch people's eyes and things like that, it makes me hear things again in a different light, and it makes me learn. And I text my friends, like I might hit you up again when I'm doing something and ask you a question. And the coolest thing that I've ever learned is that no matter what, if you're doing something that you like to do and you starting is the best thing you can do, because
Mm-hmm.
even if you don't succeed, you learned more than someone who didn't even try.
Facts.
Even if you didn't, even if you failed 50 times, but you started 50 times, that's 50 new lessons that you learned to someone who's just talking shit.
Facts, and people not doing that. A lot of people like to talk from the outside when they got nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, like you started 50 times. That means you learned some 50 different times that you didn't know before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot. That game comes with a lot of experience. And like you said, the hardest thing to do is start. A lot of like us as humans, like we fear what we don't know. You feel me? Like we fear what we don't know. Like when it come down to like me doing this business, like I said, I had a friend that was making money in it way before me. I didn't know that I could do it. You feel me? It didn't seem like feasible. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't know if I could really like do what he was doing. And so I actually like tapped into it and just try. I was like, fuck it, I'm about to do it. You know what I'm saying?
What are some tips you have for people who are afraid of starting something that they're really passionate about?
When it really comes, don't care what people think. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna people. There's gonna the people that you care what they think is not the people funding what you do. They're not the people that have any experience in what you got going on. And them same people that's talking about you now, once you blow up and be successful, gonna be right on you talking about they believed in you the whole time, bro. I knew you could do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about the people. Just do what you want to do. Do what your heart desires. Like, because at the end of the day, that's what's gonna make you happy.
Do you think that if you could go back and tell yourself one of those tips, what would be the most important one you'd tell yourself?
First, most important one, don't care what people think. Like, I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. Like, because like I said, it's on you at the end of the day. Like all these people, like just talking about you will be the same ones riding with you when you blow up. And like I said, they're gonna say, I knew you could do it the whole time when you was the one down to me, stopping me from starting the whole time, telling me this stuff wasn't possible. Like, again, don't care what nobody really thinks that you want to do. If you want to do it, do it.
This goes along with that, and I think I know what your opinion is going to be, but I would like to know, what is your opinion on girls doing OnlyFans and starting their own OnlyFans accounts? Do you find that as like a grind, or do you think that's a cheap way out?
When it comes down to it, it's like what do you respect with yourself? You know what I'm saying? It comes down like if you okay with doing whatever you doing on OnlyFans, do it. You know what I'm saying? But like if you feel bad at the end of the day after you post this stuff, after you do this stuff, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't knock no OnlyFans. Like get your shit. This girl's in the strip club getting butt naked. You feel me? For dollars, like you on a behind the camera, barely showing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like so do what feel comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't judge nobody for what they want to do. Like I'm sure I done did stuff people would judge me on wrong. So do what you do want to do at the end of the day. Like if that's how you make your money, run your bands up. You feel me? Long as you're comfortable with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Porn and cam girls and OnlyFans, that's a weird one in society because it's so provocative and like nobody talks about sex in society, like
Mhm.
it's very taboo and it's very like beyond the scenes, and then OnlyFans happened. Now it's like one of the top topics. Like everyone talks about it now. It's like it went from
Yeah,
this the most taboo topic to something that everyone talks about. And I think, as a man, right, that stuff is tailored to men. If you're a man, you have to be like fucking Brad Pitt to start an OnlyFans and make what an average girl makes, right?
yeah,
Um, and so I think, as a man, it's hard to talk about this stuff, like hard to have an opinion. But it's like it's tailored to you, it's clearly tailored to you. And but like I would never buy OnlyFans. I also have a girlfriend who's beautiful, but like I would never buy an OnlyFans. But there's a lot of dudes who would, And so if you're like I say, it's all about being comfortable. I don't like when girls start an OnlyFans and then they are like, oh, they start talking shit about people who don't like it or don't respect it and stuff like that. Or they're like, if you don't like me for doing this, then you're a bigot. It's like, no, like it is still sex work, right? It is, and it is still a taboo topic. But I think that if you're comfortable with yourself, you should be able to do whatever you want, right?
mhm.
And there's no difference between what Hugh Hefner started and if a woman did it, like the only difference
Yeah,
is that the woman's selling herself, and he was exploiting other women, right? But I think that definitely has something to do with like sexism and how like women, but the other thing is like women, I don't think they should have to feel like that's the only way out. Like, like a lot of men think the way out for them is rapping or making music or athletics, or if you're smart, school. But like I think women should think that too. If they want to do something creative, they should be able to do it just as much. They don't have to do OnlyFans. You shouldn't have to sell your body if you're not comfortable with that. Like if you just want to make money, don't just exploit yourself because you think that's what's trendy. That's what I
yeah,
think about it.
yeah. Like I said, like it comes down like with comfortability and like what you want to do with yourself. Like, cause I this not only fans, but I went to school with a girl that she's a stripper, right? And like she used that money. She doesn't strip no more. She stripped for like 2 3 years, and now she has like a clothing company and a skincare company that she funded with that. And now she don't strip no more. She makes 6 figures every year off of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like it really depends on what you got going on and what you feel comfortable with yourself. Like and like I said, don't care. Like if this what you're doing, like do it. Like don't care about what the next person thinks. This what you signed up for. You feel me? Like you knew the consequence was when you signed up for that OnlyFans and put that content out. So stand on it.
Yeah, it's like what's happening with Lana Rhodes right now, right? Like she stopped and she's like having a kid and everyone's just fucking talking shit about how she's gonna be a horrible mother and how her kids are gonna see her getting fucked. And it's just like that's a bit much, Like
Yeah.
she was like, I don't know, she's top five on all the porn sites for a long time. And you know, it's a tricky one, because like we said, like sex is so taboo that, people shame so many people and people are so hateful when they're behind a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get it. Like I don't get why, because most of these people who are like telling her this have probably watched her, right?
Yeah, they probably done been on her page since she started.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, why? I mean, it's the same thing. Like the people I get the most hate from are the people who are watching most of my episodes, right? I can see where most of my listeners come from regional wise, and you can make an inference on who these people are, right? I mean, they're your friends and they're your haters, right?
Yeah,
I don't think I have any haters in Missouri, so those people are fans, But in
yeah,
Las Vegas, Nevada, or in Portland, Oregon, I got a good amount of haters, I got a
yeah.
people who
Remember, no views count too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And not
EBay.
only that, and people always say like the biggest quote is you're not doing anything special, you're not making it unless you have a bunch of haters, right? Um,
Facts.
I would rather, but the thing that pisses me off is like, if you hate it, like tell me that. Like, don't just fake it. Like, when you see me be like, yeah, you're fucking dope, dude. Let's fucking smoke a bowl together, motherfucker. No, bro, just be like, that shit's ass. Like, I don't really fuck with it. Or I'll be like, all right, that's cool. It's
Hey,
not for
all
everybody.
right, tell me why you think of that. So I
Yeah,
can make a little opinion and fix it
yeah.
if I think the same thing. Like,
But then those people who give you constructive criticism are people that are actually like supporting you though. Like yesterday, I posted it yesterday, but on New Year's Eve, I did a podcast with this guy named Julian Dory, Trying to Fire host. And
Mhm.
afterwards, he sat with me for like 30 minutes. We had like a 2 hour and 40-minute podcast. And for like 30 minutes afterwards, he sat after and he gave me tips and tricks I could do to build it. He gave me, but he also gave me like, he critiqued me on what I was doing wrong and what I could do better. But he also gave me a lot of things that I'm doing well and really good things about it. And it didn't seem like he was hating. You know, it seemed like he was sitting there as like a person who, like almost like a, not like a bigger brother, but like as a, you know, a person that I look up to and things like that. He
A
was sitting
mentor.
there, a mentor, yeah, and he was giving me things that he's learned that I can, you know, take, that like he failed on, and that I'm doing better and what I can do with that. And that
Mhm.
those are the people I want to spend most of my time with. I don't want to spend time with people just telling me I'm dope and that my shit's awesome. And I also don't want to spend time with people who are just like, this is horrible behind my back. I want to spend time with people who are like, this is dope, you know, but here's how you can make it better. And here's what you're doing wrong. And here's how to fix it. Because those people are the people you grow with. And those are the people you make millions with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Like you feel me? Just like really like surrounding yourself right, like around the right people. Like it's not saying like you just gotta dead all them people that you grew up with, your friends or whatever, but just like separate the elevate. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to tell people like yeah, you love your friends like right now, but like these might not be the people that's doing what you're doing or doing like going in the direction you want to go. That don't mean you gotta just stop talking to them. It just means you need to separate the elevate. Like get around some people that's doing the things you want to do. Get you a mentor. You feel me? I like to tell people like whatever you're doing, find you a mentor that did what you did or doing what you're doing. You feel me? Like you're gonna learn a lot of stuff just off of his mistake. That's gonna make you go 10 times faster and 10 times better.
Well, CEO, you're a fucking beast. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for having me, man.
Yeah, man, this was a lot of fun, dude. You more people need to be like you. More people need to get on your wave, your wavelength, your positivity, because I think the world will be a lot better place if they took inference from you, man.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, man. I love, like I said, I love your podcast. I love like seeing you elevate. You feel me? Like I looked at the one you did like a long time ago, and I just looked at the clip you just told. So I was like, yeah, he didn't grow for sure. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So like, keep doing what you're doing, man. If you ever want me on here again, just hit me up and let's keep growing, man. Ready to see it, both of us at the top.
Definitely.